Hello, Denton here once again. And this video will be on a Viking theme. You'd never guessed that, would you? I mean, if I hadn't told you. No, I didn't think so. This is another one of my little reviews of a movie trailer. And in this case, it is a Russian movie. Um, the movie, the movie is called Viking. Not a great deal of thought, I suppose, put into the title. And obviously, it is about Vikings, or well, I wouldn't probably be talking about it. In fact, I definitely wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't about Vikings. No, just get rid of this. Uh, and the movie is set in Rus, which was the land that had been not really colonized, but ruled, if you like, by Swedish Vikings. It was known as Rus, which was the country as well as the people. And of course, it would later become Russia, Belarus, and the Ukraine. And this particular movie, apparently, it is a true story, as I say. How the Russians do with true stories, I don't know. I've seen war movies of theirs, World War II, and that which are pretty good. If, of course, they follow the Hollywood tradition of the true story, well, only the names have not been changed. Come to think of it, even the names sometimes have changed. But as I say, I don't really know how accurate they are. Anyway, this is about one Vladimir of Novgorod. And he had a dispute with his brother, Yaropolk of Kiev, who was the ruler of the Rus at that time. And it was one of those little brotherly, sibling rivalry things. It's just a little bit of a spat. And his brother wanted to kill him. Now, he wasn't over keen on that, so he had to flee Rus, and he went to Norway. And there he got help from King Håkon Sigurdsson. He helped him to raise an army, and Vladimir returned to Rus. He got rid of Yaropolk, and he became Grand Prince Vladimir I. He was the grandson of the very famous Grand Princess Olga of Kiev. She had been a pagan, converted to Christianity, and her dream had always been that Rus would become a Christian country. That didn't happen in her lifetime. But Vladimir, in 988 AD, made his grandmother's dream come true when he adopted the Christian faith, and he declared that Christianity was the faith of Rus. So that is the gentleman, apparently, that this movie is about. So we'll have a look at the trailer and just see how it looks from the accuracy point of view. And so here we go. Now, okay. Right. Well, I must say the cinematography is good. That impresses me even just at a first glance. That actually reminds me of the start of Game of Thrones. There's a early type Norse helmet sort of being added. Oh yes, the palisade there, the wooden palisade. That's pretty accurate. That is what they would have had around that time. Very unlikely there would be stone walls at that period. Christian emblem on the sword. That would fit in with the Rus, certainly, or some of them. Statues of the gods there were quite accurate. That's good. Actually, the hall is well reproduced, and they don't have the mistake of having it very bright. They didn't really have windows. They had holes up, and there's another hall. That's much more accurate than they usually have. They usually get them far too well lit. They would have been quite dim. So that was good. There's a sort of a Rus version of a Norse helmet. Yeah, the fortifications are very good for 10th century. Very, very few defenses would have been stone at that time. Yes, again, the fortifications there look well. Well, yeah, they've done quite a good job on battle scenes. Overall, the armies look pretty well. That's a good effect. That's very good. Again, the cinematography is actually very, very good. They have some nice effects like that. Again, a sort of Slavic version of a Norse helmet. I have no idea now how to say any of those things. Oh, there's more. I thought it was coming to an end. Again, yeah, statues of the gods. That's good. That's good. Oh, Yarrow. Good old Yarrow. He who wanted to get rid of his brother. Yeah, the carvings, the furnishings, and that look pretty good. Costumes look pretty accurate. Well, there's, of course, would be the fully Slavic type helmets, which tended to be quite conical, as opposed to the squatter Norse ones. And in time, the Rus, the Vikings became totally Slavic in dress, in pretty much even in culture. There again is a sort of Slavic adaptation of the Viking helmet. And I must say, helmets, armor, pretty good. I don't see any of the biker gang leather that we have seen a lot of in something, say, like Vikings. They see overall they're pretty well equipped. They have helmets and armor, most of them, which in Vikings they don't. Everybody in Vikings has really no armor at all. They're just going into battle wearing a tunic, which would be rather unlikely. At least the ordinary men, perhaps, yes, but not the nobles and their retainers. So 2016 rating of 15. Right. Yes, I think that's overall pretty good. So it was a running time of 2 hours, 17 minutes and 57 seconds, released 2016. I mean, there's nothing glaringly wrong about it. It actually, overall, it looks pretty good from the costume and scenery point of view. As to how well the story follows the actual story of Vladimir, I don't know because I haven't seen the movie. But certainly from the graphic point of view, it looks very good. I would have to say it's certainly one of the better costumed movies that I have seen, and full marks to the Russians for getting it very accurate. So often we see woefully wrong costumes. As I see in Vikings, we have all this sort of biker leather, which is far too flexible and pretty looking for the sort of boiled leather that would have been worn at the time. And the armies have a reasonable mix of ordinary clothing, armor, helmets, etc., which would have been correct. The household troops, the professional soldiers, would have been fully armored. The sort of the common people sort of called up to help might have had a bit of armor if they'd taken it off a dead body. They probably would have just had their own clothes. So like they have that pretty good. Yes, overall I would give it a thumbs up. I really can't say anything derogatory about it. I mean, I would love to be able to point out some glaring historical error, which of course only I, with my incredible genius, insight, blah, blah, which of course modesty forbids me to actually mention, that only I could see it. Yes, that's wrong, spotted that. No, I didn't really get a chance to do any of that. Oh well, better luck next time, as I say. But no, overall, I thought it was very good. So I must say I'd certainly be interested in seeing the whole movie and see if it's available on DVD. So that's about all I can think of to say on the subject of Viking, or whatever it is in Russian. So goodbye until next time. Bye for now.